How important are credit scores?
They're important. Unfortunately, I wish there were other ways around it where, because in my humble opinion, I think being out of debt is really smart. And I think if they had other ways to look at it and say, okay, this guy does a really great job managing his money. He's got great assets. He doesn't have any debt. So yeah, we can give him a loan even though his credit score is at 600. Well, the reason it's at 600 is because he doesn't have debt, or whatever the case is. So yeah, it's important.
Well, if you don't have to borrow money, they're not a big deal. Except even getting insurance, like auto insurance and homeowners insurance. Most people don't realize it, but they actually look at your credit score. So you hear both sides of it. Well, I need to borrow money so I have credit and everything else. The fact is, if you develop a lifestyle where you pay cash for things, you're probably going to be a whole lot better off than somebody who has a really good credit score.
Yeah.
In the long run, you're going to win more not having the debt.
Yep.
But there are smart things to do. One is you always pay your bills on time. There isn't anything going to help you more than if you owe something and you pay it off. Now the real danger is you go in and it's 90 days, same as cash. I heard recently that 80% of the people that buy 90 days, same as cash, will end up paying 16, 18, 24 or more percent because they won't get it paid for in 90 days. So we tend to fool ourselves. Federal law allows you to get a credit report from the 3 credit reporting agencies each year. And that's a really healthy thing to do. On our own, I discovered something recently that wasn't accurate. And while I wasn't trying to borrow any money, it was damaging to be on there, and it was a misreporting of something. Mm-hmm. And so, I had to go through a bit of a process to write a letter and so on to get it corrected. And it's in the process now of being corrected. But it's really important to check those. Interestingly enough, these 3 credit reporting agencies might have different information. And you don't always know if, say, you're going in and you are buying a car on credit or you are going to the bank to get a loan, who they use. So you never know. Right. So it really is important. And the other issue for checking it is if somebody has in some fashion stolen your identification. If you have a store credit card on there and you don't remember ever dealing with that store, there's a chance somebody used your identification to go in and buy it, open an account and buy on the credit card. So that's really
you brought up a
important.
really good point. For probably most of my life, up until my early 30s, if someone had asked me, what's your credit score, I would have absolutely no idea. And if they said, what's on your credit score, I had no idea. And it wasn't until I think we went to buy our first home where, they pull out, it was like 25 pages, and I'm going through, I'm like, well, this isn't how my name is spelled. And I never went to that gym, and it's showing I have like some unpaid thing at some gym I've never even been in. And I was like, what? And she said, oh, well, this is affecting your credit score. And I was like clueless how the whole process worked. So one day we corrected the spelling of my name and got rid of that gym thing that didn't even exist to begin with. And then boom, my credit score went up like 30 points or something like that. From that day on, my husband and I think we pay like $10 a month or something for a service where every month we can go in and see our new scores. We get little email alerts if anything goes up or down. So we're always in the know of exactly where, with all 3 agencies, where our credit score is. And especially just for identity theft and fraud nowadays, it is so important. I mean, if someone, boom, I would know right away what's going on, and I can, hopefully take care of it before it becomes a humongous issue. But I just know from my family, it has been such a benefit of just us being in the know every single month of what's going on with our credit scores.
It's really wise.